This is kind of scary. I'm seeing signs that maybe a Bitcoin top has just came in. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5 here in Dubai. Hope you're doing well. Man, I don't know. This is no financial advice. Don't take my words, what I'm about to show you as gospel, but there seems to be some scary information about maybe Bitcoin might be topping out here. I don't know. I find it difficult to believe, but I have to look at the charts and say possibility. I'm going to talk about that and more in today's episode, so make sure you stay tuned and watch all the way to the end for that. Guys, also, you should be stacking Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if, price fluctuates. If we get a lot of volatility, we get a lot of volatility. There's just no way around that. Make sure that you're dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, and you'll see why that's the case. And my free course, if you stay connected, if you make sure when you click on my free course here and you click on, make sure this is checked so that you get your email. You get that email. Make sure when you get that email. And most of you guys are going to miss it. I'm going to provide a piece of information that the people who are in my school will gain the advantage, whilst the others who are not will gain no advantage until afterwards, until you guys have taken advantage. There's something pretty amazing, right? Where it's pretty much like, every once in a while, something comes along, makes poor people rich because they bought it really early. This is one of them kind of deal. All right. If you want to trade, you want to buy different cryptos, right? Best place to do so, or find the exchange to do so, is x.dj15.com. My favorite exchange is bybit.davincij15.com. But you know what? There is another exchange here that actually, Blowfin, that they're giving away for all my subscribers, only you guys, for a short time only, 100K. Boom. Check that out. Right? x.davincij15.com, and just click on that if it's available in your country, because in some countries, if we go down to Iran, you may not have that as accessible to exchange for you. So just so you know. Okay. People like myself keep pushing Bitcoin on these people, but it crashes regularly. What am I missing? All right, this article, right, as links in the description below, is very interesting, right? He's talking to Charlie, right, who basically gives pretty sound advice to get you into a little bit into crypto exposure, which is good. It all depends, of course. All these things depend on where you are in life. You can't really take one specific financial advice and expect it to be the best advice for everyone. It just doesn't work that way. So with that said, make sure you watch this video and you think about what's right for you. Do not do what's right for the general public. That's going to be the way it is, right? Can't really provide a specific investment advice for your funds. You have to decide for yourself what works for you. Okay, with that said, right? He says, and the key thing here is you keep pushing Bitcoin as some kind of salvation, but it crashes 75% regularly. How is it better portfolio managed than just owning the S&P 500? The U.S. stock market has delivered 10% annually and come through every crisis you're worried about. The Great Depression, World War II, stagflation, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This guy goes on to explain to have it as a certain percentage of your portfolio. You can read the whole article yourself, right? Which, fine. And it has gold in there, which is also good, right? Now, here's how I feel. I'm going to bring this here in for you guys. Here's how I feel. I'm mostly into Bitcoin because I understand that if I buy stock, I don't own the stock. Somebody else holds it for me. If the government wants to change the rules and say that I don't own the stock anymore, that's it. I don't own the stock anymore. Right? I don't like living like that. That's just my personal opinion. Right? That scares the hell out of me. Do you think about that? Now you might say, the government's never going to do that, Da Vinci, never. Okay. Just remember, right, that one, they bailed out the big corporations, not you. So that's an example of them taking from you to give to other people. And so, of course, they won't take the stocks from wealthy people, of course. Right? They'll take it from the average person. So, right? Next thing is, throughout history, confiscation has always been done. And it's easy to confiscate now. It's just a push of a button, right? Why do you want to live like that? Why? Right? And it's a push of a button of who we want to confiscate. We want to confiscate from him, but not from him. And what are you going to do? You're going to fight in the streets with no money? Right? Are you? Good luck. Right? Good luck. Right? So, with that said, there's no chance. I mean, I do have some stocks. I do have a little bit. Very, very tiny. It's like negligible, right? In my portfolio. But it's not the major part. What is real physical assets that I owned, whether it's digital or physical, right? I own it, right? Is the majority. Why? Again, so I can avoid confiscation, right? I could leave a specific jurisdiction and go, okay, you don't want me around? Okay, see you. Bye. Right? That's it, right? So, not a problem. Not a problem. I feel I could sleep at night that way. Doesn't mean that you should do the same, right? Okay. Nation state Bitcoin adoption to enter suddenly phase soon. Ooh. Yes. People basically go rich, become poor all at once, but also if you are positioned, you become wealthy all at once. And Bitcoin is one of those asset classes, right, that can make you wealthy all of a sudden, right? So you usually go poor or go broke slowly and then all at once if you don't do the right things. And also, if you do the right things, you can also go become poor, become richer slowly, and then all at once rapidly wealthy, right? That's how Bitcoin will work for you because, one, you're getting into an asset that every single government has to have in the future. Why? Because they can't stop it, right? They might want to block out the sun, yeah, right? But they can't do that right now, can they? Right? And you're like, why would they block out the sun? I don't know why. I'm just saying. Right? I'm not saying that they're planning to do that. But if they want to do something as dumb as that, they can't at this current moment. Right? They don't have the technology to do that. So the point is, Bitcoin, they can't stop. So if they can't stop it and they know that people are going to use it, they better have some. Right? Bitcoin strategic reserves may be bad for BTC and USD crypto executive. Okay, so this guy says, okay, establishing a nation BTC strategic reserve may create negative market impacts for BTC and the US dollar, according to this guy, I don't know, Hydra, global management partner for government and investor relations for crypto exchange OKX. Well, you know what? Fine. I hope the government takes your opinion. You know, this will show their true colors. If they don't have Bitcoin, they will take it from people, right? Eventually, once, you know, when the public realize, wait a second, I need this asset. I'm going to take it. I'm going to keep buying. And then when the government goes, oh, shoot, nobody else wants this paper money and they only want Bitcoin, where am I going to get it from? Oh, I got an idea. I'll pass the law. All right. So, I can be proven even more right. Right. When, if they don't buy it themselves right now, they'll go and take it from other people. Right. Those are the only ways they're going to be able to get it. Right. And you can say, well, they could tax us. They could. But are governments like fiscally responsible people? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. There's not enough tax money for them to get. And most people will learn how to avoid it, especially since Bitcoin is very difficult to track down if you are actually making any. Just saying. You might say, well, yeah, but the government can figure it out. Well, there are ways around them. Okay. It's official. It's been 300 weeks since 2020 began. Saving $50 a week in Bitcoin during that time would have turned 15K into 0.58 BTC worth over 63K. Saving in gold instead would yield 7.45 ounces of gold worth just over 28K. Still not bad, but Bitcoin has proved superior in that time frame. Now, you'll see that this will continue. Bitcoin will outpace gold, right? From any point in time, right? If you go back, and so long as you do it within a 5-year period. And we'll continue to do that going into the future, right? Maybe in the future we'll see a longer period of time, maybe 10 years a period, but it will always outpace gold for the rest of Bitcoin's life. So you can choose. You can hold on to your gold and you'll still go up, but not as much. It won't increase in value as much as Bitcoin will. No chance. Okay. With that said, all right, let's go on to the trading and taking a look at the price action and seeing if we can trade this. And if you're interested in trading, make sure you head over to bybit.davincij15.com, or you can go to x.dj15.com. Links in the description below, and you can find the right exchange for you, right? And it lists every single exchange that I'm supporting, and I'll add some more as time goes on. Also, don't miss out, man. You probably missed this sale, right? And we'll probably give you another one later on in this week, probably for next month. But you need to sign up. You need to sign up for this because there's going to be something spectacular that's only going to be available for my subscribers here in the school, and that's it. And you got to pay attention, right? I will be mentioning it on the show, so make sure you subscribe, right? If you're not subscribed, and then you can head over and join, or you can wait until I do mention it. Yeah. Alrighty. With that said, let's take a look at the charts. Oof, Bitcoin. Now, this is not good, right? A big move down, and this is like indicating that, okay, well, we have pumped here higher, and this is kind of like saying, well, we better come back up to and break this top part here, or we could end up breaking down because we're creating lower lows and lower highs. Lower highs. So we created lower high here, and we could be creating another lower high here. And if we do, dudes, guys, that's an indication that we could be breaking down. And take a look at this. I noticed something. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. Because of Forex kind of trading, right? Because Bitcoin basically belongs to Forex. What Forex loves to do is to wipe people out before it makes its move, its bigger move. And it just went to this all-time high, then wiped out the people, and then went down. And so this move, if we don't break above the 124, this could be the top, right? If we don't do that. And if we fail, right? If we fail this level here, the 106, it's, not good. So we can see, right? This upward trend is gone. So let's create another one. See if there's another trend here that we can live with. Let's see here. I'm going to do extended line between here and here. See if there's another trend. Oof. Ugh. Not much of one. So there it is. This trend line has to hold. It's not the greatest, but it would have to hold for us to really like see the light of day here. Or else we could be breaking down heavily all the way to 92K before we even see Bitcoin reverse. Not good, not good. Ethereum, same thing. At least we will probably head up to the 4,300, assuming we break above the 42. What is it? The 4220? Yeah, 4230. Okay, so we break above that. We're heading all the way up to the 4375-ish area before reversal. Looking at Solana, looks good. Still looks good for us to come back here to the 233. We might have to reduce our expectations a little bit, but I don't think so. We can guarantee that that's going to break out if we break above the 220. There we go, the 220-ish area. That would give us the indication that we're going the rest of the way. So that would be beautiful, and it looks like we're going to do that. So yeah, this was a nice, solid trade. Alrighty. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Right? It's not looking good for crypto, indeed. But history shows October is a good month. So let's hope that happens. Thanks for watching.